Hey everyone. Sorry about that. What is it? The Twilight Zone tonight? What is really going on?
It's the Twilight Zone.
I mean, they don't want us to look at this stream and
they,
go on.
They don't want the king to fall. They don't want the king to fall.
Come on now. What is really going on? Stream just went out. The internet just went out. I don't know. Somebody downstairs, they must have knocked it out. I don't know what happened. But anyway, I apologize, you all. I guess we have to continue.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody back on the stream. I don't know. My gosh.
Technical difficulty stream.
I'm like, what is really going on tonight?
The defense was not ready. The defense is not ready.
It's I'm trying to see if everybody else back on here, but anyway.
They don't want to see, you know who?
What? I'm so mad at that.
You know what happened, son. You know what happened.
I don't know. Well, I kind of got a suspicion, from when they were in trial the last time, about the forged evidence.
What? Huh?
About the forged evidence.
What forged evidence?
All right, Dave.
What forged
I'm so
evidence?
sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, I guess we'll continue. I apologize. Thank you all again for your patience.
We're gonna have to cut this one and put them into one video.
I might just do that. All right, let's go.
All right, back at it. Ugh.
Go ahead and read that.
Because Magnify's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Gremory.
Order, Prosecutor Gavin. Are you certain that Magnify Gremory wrote this?
There is no mistaking his handwriting.
Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnify did intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did.
Then the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Gremory. Well, how you like me now, right? Still too green for your taste, He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlooked such an obvious problem with his precious evidence.
Well, Mr. Wright, the witness's testimony we heard was lacking, but put together with his evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case.
If the diary is accepted like this, the trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something.
Uh-oh. Show evidence.
Mama.
What? That was wrong.
I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence.
Was that wrong?
It was, but it wasn't.
What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary?
It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
So, Yeety? You just joined the chat. All right. We've been having technical difficulties tonight, but anyway. Very well. Please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just shown in court. Now we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary. Alright, I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is... I tried everything else on this statement and it didn't work.
Hey, What you mean?
Nothing. Just do what you want.
You received this right here.
Yep. First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out.
What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all.
That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be that missing page. I don't believe it! Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that shot missed magnified Grammary. That's the defense's position.
Wait, let me see that. What in Sam Hill? Why, this is the continuation of the victim's diary.
Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page in Magnify's diary. Quite remarkable. Would you care to explain what all this means here, attorney? The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Grammary left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor, Valence Grammary! No! No!
The handwriting, too, matches that on the other pages. This is, without a doubt, the genuine article. Order.
But wait! That's impossible! That old man couldn't have written that!
Objection!
Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Right? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Judge?
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I asked only to put it on hold. Please, my new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes, no more. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way, Mr. Wright, what's your take on this?
Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear his new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner.
Then, though this is a highly irregular, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring this surprise witness to the courtroom.
I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around.
Who is that? Holding trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court's understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony.
I got all that pain over judiciary.
Judiciary? A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain the information to this room.
Very well. And you are the witness, I gather?
Oh, yes, sir. State your name and occupation for the record. My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter.
A painter? And you are somehow related to this case?
No, well, not per se. I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is? Oh, yeah, I know it well. How is that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before? Oh, yeah, I mean, I made it. You, what? You made it? Yes, you might call it one of my works. The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Gramery.
Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large, Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words. Forgeries?
Well, so we are to understand that this page here is...
a fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney.
Objection!
Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence!
Objection!
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix, right?
Witness, Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
That, I don't know. What? Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want and receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them.
Objection!
But, there's no proof this is a fake! It's a fake. Huh? To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
Mr. Wright, you have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court.
It was careless of me. That's all I can say.
Oh boy. Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap.
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
do you have an explanation for yourself?
If I did, would the court hear it?
Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney.
Fatal too, perhaps for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one!
Objection!
Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. But you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual!
I am sorry, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. If the prosecutor office hadn't received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, Ja. I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to think before embarrassing yourself.
I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed. Uh-oh, they not set up Phoenix.
Mr. Attorney? Yes? Could I ask your name? Phoenix Wright. Mr. Wright, I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zack?
There's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how you plan on announcing your verdict when your defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this!
What in the world?
Mr. Enigmar! The defendants escaped! Find them, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. What is going on? On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
That day, in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shady Enigmar, aka Zack Gramery, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably, vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again, not since that day. This is the Gramery miracle! Oh, ho, 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 ho. No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zack Gramery vanished, along with him for all eternity. The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however. But not until 7 years later. That's how it happened. That's how he lost it.
That's how he lost his attorney's badge.
I knew from the very start that was the forged evidence. I did not want to present it, but that's just how the game works.
Well, yeah. Well, I knew too because of what happened in the previous trial.
But yep, that's how Phoenix
that's
Wright
That's why he adopted Trucy.
is a pianist.
Well, we have it on tape, Game Clean 81.
So how you feel about it? How you feel?
What you talking about? I don't know what happened, child.
Phoenix losing his badge.
Somebody set him up, and they set him a bad, and then tipped off the prosecution.
Okay, it's just me, but I think Phoenix would have found another way to prove that the boy was innocent without using that page, but just doing shit up. But anyway, yeah, they got Phoenix.
They got Phoenix, yeah, they did. Anyway, I don't know, should I just go ahead and put that on one, or?
You can edit it into like a video or something, can't you?
I was gonna put it on the video. Alright, y'all. I guess I'll talk to y'all on the next one. If you're watching and you're liking what you see, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Also, she don't mind liking the video as well. And I will talk to you all on the next one. All right, Dave Stanfield. Sorry about all the technical difficulties tonight. I don't know. I can't blame it on Friday the 13th. What can we blame it on? We blame it on Game Queen 81. That's what we gonna blame it on. Yeety in the chat. Everybody else that's watching, thank you all for watching. I might just put all of that on the video, one video, and just put it on the playlist. Anyway, I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.